Hi, everyone. I'm Jonathan Finkelstein of Credly. Thank you for being here. Over the last couple of days, I've been kind of nostalgic and thinking about the old days, like when I was in college, and I was feeling a little bit lost, didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do with my life. And I had a very helpful college professor who said to me not to worry about it. He said, just keep collecting skills, keep collecting experiences, and imagine that every time you develop a new skill or you have a new experience, that somebody is hanging a string on the ceiling. And before you know it, you'll look up and you'll see lots of strings hanging there. And eventually, you'll be able to reach up and grab one, maybe grab another one, maybe grab another one, and tie them together. And that will be your story. And I think a lot of us can relate to that idea of our story, about our life unfolding over time by what we learn and what we can do and by the skills that we develop. The problem is that today, there is no common way to tell that story. You have to reprove yourself every time you walk into a new situation. But your skills should be verified. They deserve to belong to you, and you should have the means to tell that story in a way that connects you with opportunity. Today, we see education and training providers who issue you a certificate at best, maybe a diploma with one line describing what is probably a whole bundle of important skills and competencies. We ourselves write our own resumes or maybe a professional profile and take our best shot at describing what it is we think we know and what we can do. And the employers who are looking for people for jobs, they write what they think is the perfect story for the perfect candidate. But we know that there's a lot of inefficiency in how employers actually find and connect with talent. So there's a communications gap. What Credly does is take all of the skills, all of your certifications, all of your competencies, and represent them in a verified, portable, granular, digital way so that you own them. They travel with you. They don't get locked up and left behind when you finish your learning experiences or move into a new job. So digital credentials really are the currency of today's labor market. Now, to tell that full story of what you know and what you can do, you need to be able to represent everything from individual skills all the way up to summative certifications and credentials that have existing labor market value. And I'm really pleased to say that a couple of days ago, Credly announced our partnership with Acclaim, the digital credentialing unit at Pearson. And by bringing these two companies together, we are confident that we can now, better than ever before, help people tell the complete story of everything they know and everything that they do in a trusted way that creates a lot more ability to connect people to opportunity. When you look at what's possible now, when you look at a complete credential profile by somebody, you see skills that range from non-cognitive skills about their ability to fit in and excel at work to hard skills like Microsoft Office and Adobe certifications. So in the process of helping all of us as individuals tell our story, we're helping organizations better recognize talent. In fact, we're helping them create a culture of recognition that has all sorts of really positive outcomes for businesses, which we'll take a look at as well. We're looking at organizations now in the Credly world that encompass everything from education to industry and trade associations, and increasingly employers are becoming credential providers. They're in the best position of anyone to assess what it is people can actually do on the job, and ultimately that is a key part of what a verified profile is all about. Let's take a few quick examples. In education, we're working with groups like the University of Arizona, which are helping with that last leg connection from your college education to your first job, helping employers actually identify that you have the exact skills that would make you effective on your first day, rich with evidence and artifacts and data about what those skills actually mean in practice. When you look at industry associations like the AICPA, the largest association of public accountants, they're helping accountants verify skills in real time, that they have the competencies that mean that they're continuously developing their trade. And then threshold applications, the kinds of certifications that literally get you a job and get you a better paying job or help you keep your job. These are an important part of the ecosystem that anchor all of the credentials around them. And here we've got groups like Cisco, Microsoft, Adobe, IBM, and Oracle. Or a group like PMI, which has one of the most well-known certifications in the world, issuing digital credentials on our platforms and helping people who earn them not only communicate that they have that project management skill, but actually connect that skill in real time to available jobs right where they live. This notion of creating a culture of recognition actually applies inside companies as well, and one of the fastest growing segments of groups getting involved in this world are indeed employers. Companies like IBM, which not only issue credentials to their employees, but also to the public at large for engaging with their programs and courses. When they do this, they get a whole range of better data and insights about who they're serving and how they're using these skills and where the gaps are. And they're projecting their brand and the trust and the integrity behind these credentials in real time. Every credential on our platforms is verifiable in real time, checking the integrity of the assertion that's made about somebody's skills. It turns out this isn't just good for the individuals that are served by the organization, but it's good for the company also. We know that companies that bring recognition technology in have better outcomes, including increased productivity, even a better bottom line. Taking another real-world example of some of the outcomes, I mentioned IBM earlier. IBM has over 400,000 people who've earned badges from them, about 700,000 credentials issued in about 195 countries. And some of the outcomes they're seeing are enrollments that are up 125% for programs that offer a credential at the end. Completions up almost 700% with credentials added to training and certification programs. And social media outcomes that you would probably have to spend $200,000 for that they're getting as part of what they offer. We're seeing companies better able to organize teams around skills instead of job titles. Using our talent match platform, people can actually identify individual skills that they need for a job and actually find the people who have exactly the competencies they need. That's helping organize teams in a much more efficient way. It's also being used to help promote people from within into new jobs and create pathways within large companies. And finally, I just wanted to talk about some of the Rosetta Stone possibilities that are happening when you have groups working in partnership. The Colorado Community College system is actually able to fill jobs that have taken 9 months to fill in the advanced manufacturing sector in their state in as little as 72 hours by using credentials that translate educational opportunities into what employers are actually looking for. And we're seeing new kinds of bundles forming. Organizations like Northeastern University accepting badges from IBM on a path towards a master's degree, shortening that path and reducing the cost to a post-secondary degree. Brandman University packaging industry credentials inside of their competency-based programs. And new groups like World Education Services, which translate international educational experiences into North American college and university sector so people can get credit for what it is that they do, even when they move across national boundaries. And finally, groups like the American Council on Education, which review workforce credit, workforce experience for its equivalence to college credit. That is better enabled when you have visible, transparent, portable credentials for the outcomes from work that not only bear the connection to academic credit, but allow you to bank that credit if and when you choose to use it in the future, even from work that you're doing at Walt Disney World or AmeriCorps or Jiffy Lube and KFC. So together, with our new partners from Acclaim, Credly is building a competency-based marketplace. We're bringing that to scale by integrating with all the places where learning and assessment happens today and all the kinds of places where opportunity is afforded to people who should be entitled to it based on all of their talents, their skills, and the story that they write about themselves as they navigate their life. So I hope you will join our movement where our team continues to grow, and we hope you'll join the movement around recognizing talent and skills wherever you see it. Thank you very much.